Welcome to the Gigs Podcast. We're here at Accurate Staging. Let's get toasted.
Toasting in 3, 2, 1.
We are here in LA at the Accurate Staging headquarters. And since 2001, they have delivered top-tier structures for the live entertainment industry. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh.
How was that?
That was crazy. Dude, I feel like an actual pop star. Who has used this?
Well, most recently, this just came back from the Travis Scott World Tour. He took it for almost a year and a half all over the world.
That was probably the most baller entrance for him. Because I was doing it at 60% and he's at 70%?
Yeah, he's at 70.
Wow. And tell me, how long have you been working here?
I've been working here since I started 15, 16.
Okay.
Being in the family, it was an easy transition for having a summer job and starting off painting decks, washing trusses, and then growing into an installer, a supervisor, and then now into the office work that I do now. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. This was just made my life. We're going to be talking to team members and then actually sitting down with you and Jose and Freddie. So thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's get into it.
I'm walking around with Herman McDonough, who is the operations manager and crew chief here at Accurate Staging. What's up, Herman? How are you?
Hi. How are you? Good.
So, you've been here for over 20 years.
Yes.
And you've been in the industry for a long time.
Correct.
I want to start with, what do you do first when a job comes in?
This is where the guys prep the decks.
Yeah.
Get them ready for the show. Obviously, everything starts with the concept, the drawings, the designs. And
What do you
we'll
mean
go
by
from there.
prep the deck? What does that mean?
Every job, we make sure they're presentable for the next job.
Like this is a piece of stage?
Yes, this
Okay.
is like this one here is a 4x4 deck. We got like 5x8 decks. We got 4x10 decks. We have every size you can probably imagine.
Got it.
Round decking. So our guys right here prep it. They'll bondo it, sand it. Make it look nice for the next show.
Yeah, and then this Velcro here, is that for?
That's for we put skirting and fascias and stuff off of here.
Got it.
We also have, slots underneath our decks, which I'll pull back one.
Oh.
So underneath there's some slots, and we also put hardware there, and we attach a lot of things off of that.
Okay.
So it's got multi-purpose.
If someone has a concept and a design, you guys just will make it happen.
Correct. I mean, we can hang lights under it. We can hang anything you'd like underneath these kind of decks.
What's one of the weirdest stages you've built?
A few years back, I think we did a hard summer event, and for that festival, and it required a lot of trussing and lighting everywhere, but just the multi-elevations of every structure and having to connect it all together, that kind of made it fun because it's something like a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it starts getting, I like when everything's something different every time. Whenever we have a stage that has lifts in it, like the Travis Scott having, toasters in it, the Kanye West stage that has lifts and takes them up and down, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are just different concepts, and sometimes the lifts, install that 20-foot heights inside a stage or scaffold structure. Sometimes they're ground level, and a lot of times they're integrated to a certain stage. So all that makes it fun,
Yeah. All right, so you've been here so long that you know almost every bit of gear in this warehouse. Like, how much do you guys have here?
It starts from the structure part. There's different ways to use certain structure. We have I-beams that we use that structure. We have scaffolding. We build stuff with trussing.
Okay.
The concept from the design start, once it starts there, I kind of look at it as well. And my experience is where it kicks in sometimes where I see something, I'll catch it, where I might be like, that might not work. Even though it started off with people drawing it, but it's like, just the fact that I've done it so many times and worked with engineers and stuff like that. I kind of try to get involved from the beginning so we don't make so many changes as we go along.
So when you are getting started, I'm sure you're seeing that there are a lot of parts that should exist, that you guys know how to make it right. So you guys fabricate here as well.
Yes.
And so we're looking at some things that you guys make in-house. Can you talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, these are our 3,500 pound smart blocks, we call it. you can mount trussing on top of it. It'll take 20.5-inch truss, 12-inch truss. It's got multi-hole patterns, so it can mount to the corners, it can mount to the sides. You know, we can turn these sideways, and we have built-in jacks for leveling, which there's a lot of counterweight that engineering asks for on structures.
So is this on the ground, or do they?
Yeah,
lift it up?
these actually get mounted on the ground, and you know, for other people to understand it, more like Legos. You know, sometimes you can just kind of put the boats, and like I said, you can mount 12-inch truss to the corners, 12-inch truss to the center. You can mount them on top.
Yeah.
They're used a lot for like mezzanines and strut structures, so it's a safety thing that, you know, you don't want things falling down and stages collapsing. So
Got it.
that's where a lot of these get used at.
So you saw that there was something missing, like this thing that you guys built was missing in the market. What makes this different than what is already out there?
Yeah, I mean, a perfect example is like that one there. It's kind of where I think a lot of staging companies just started making something more of a, like, just concrete, basic frames and stuff. So when I came here, obviously they already had these.
Yeah.
And like this kind of style is what they call concrete ballast, and you can see a sample of a truss being mounted, and it was only mounted like on center.
Ah.
And Accurate came up with these smart blocks, which now you can mount them anywhere. And you can also adjust them. These didn't have a way to adjust them. You would have to like pad them up, level them off. So these all have like integrated jacks and leveling feet. And you know, all you got to do is turn this boat here, and these jacks go up and down to level off the blocks.
Wow. And I'm assuming this is where the
forklifts can pick these up.
A forklift can pick up this 3,500 pound?
Yeah.
How much can a forklift carry? I don't even know this.
A warehouse forklift will easily pick that up.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, and over here we also have the 1,000-pounders. We call them 1,000-pound outriggers. And these are great because we used to have to put legs to stabilize arches and still have like counterweight in the middle. So now we just made 1,000-pounders. Depending on the size of the arch, this can go connect. You can connect two together, make them longer, but each one of these is 8 foot long and it weighs about 1,000 pounds.
All right, so you're involved with a lot of the fabrication. Is that how you got your start in the industry?
Yeah, I started actually working for another company years when I was like 15, 16 years old. It was just a temporary summer job kind of thing through a family friend.
Yeah.
And they were building a lot of magic props and
I
stuff
love
back then.
magic.
So
hold on. So if you're doing magic, this is like building all of the props that make the illusion happen. Is that what you're, okay.
Yeah.
So who were some of these magicians you were working with?
A lot of Vegas, magicians. We worked on David Copperfield stuff, and that company eventually started doing some staging, and that's how I got involved with more of the staging stuff.
Got it.
But I really learned a lot of my staging when I came to Accurate Staging, because I didn't tour much or I didn't done stuff like that, but I did have a basic knowledge of a lot of fabricating stuff.
Yeah, and in this world, can you just learn on the job? Is that where a lot of the learning actually happens?
I think most of it is on the job, yes.
Yeah, cool.
It's not something I think they teach you, but you can learn as you go along. So
yeah,
I think that's how I deal with booking my crews, is with the experience of people.
What are you looking for as crew chief when you are hiring?
Past experience, I think it has a lot to do with hiring people here. As far as installers or leads, I've always liked people that are consistent, reliable. I've never been the guy that says, like, wow, you're a superstar, you're great. If you're consistent, reliable, that'll go a lot further than, because I think, like we talked about earlier, that you'll learn a lot of our stuff. And if you're a quick learner, you'll have the chance to learn even more.
So what are we looking at? Is this the last one, or brand new one?
This is our new addition right here. It's a 500-pound outrigger. So similar to the 1,000-pounders we talked about.
Yep. Is it gonna hold me? Yes.
Oh yeah. If you notice there, this one's going to US Open. It's tagged already for that job. It's gonna be on a truss structure out in the beach. That's gonna support that and keep it from flying away. Keep everybody safe, keep the structure on the ground.
That's so cool. Can I go? Can you guys ship me with this? Can I just fit in one of these things?
I'm sure you can.
All right, final step. What do you do at the end when you're ready and all the materials are ready? We going into shipping and receiving?
Yeah, it kind of, like this is some of our staging area. You'll see some of it is tagged with some of the jobs. So we already isolated the block counts for some of these. And it goes here. This is where our shipping and receiving, this is where most of our Our gear's inside, obviously, this building, but everything gets loaded here. Our semis will back up right in here, and we'll have multiple forklifts running around. We have about 4 forklifts in the warehouse, and our staging area starts getting right here. We start staging all the gear out here, start bringing it slowly out and checking it off as it gets on a truck.
What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Like, what's like the end of the world type of situation that you guys have had to deal with?
There's no end of the world. We always make it happen.
Ah, tagline.
It's showbiz.
That's showbiz, baby. Well, Herman, thank you so much. This
You're
is
welcome.
awesome.
You're welcome.
Congrats on an amazing career, too.
Thank you, thank you.
Now I'm going to be talking with Johnny Cantu, who's a sales rep here at Accurate Staging, and we're going to be painting. So what are we painting?
Well, we are painting a smart block.
Okay.
Kind of the nature of everything. You know, we send it out nice, but it's going to come back sometimes beat to hell. So we have to make sure we prep it, pull it, get it from looking like this, so-so condition to presentable condition so that we show up, you know, just as we promised.
All right, so we're getting some paint.
Yep.
You've been with the company for 15 years?
Maybe a little more. Yeah, probably.
And why is that?
Well, because the owner and both owners are, one's my father, Jose Cantu, and the other one's my uncle, Freddie Gomez.
So cool.
Yeah, so I've been working here since before it was probably legal to have me on the payroll, but I've been doing something. Mostly I started in manufacturing, kind of summertime job
Okay,
sort of thing. Yeah.
got it. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy it?
No, I didn't enjoy it as a 13-year-old kid who just I wanted to make some extra money, you know.
There it is.
You know, it's not until you start getting a little money and independence, then you're like, you know what, let me look into this a little
Look
better.
at this cool family
Yeah.
business that you guys got going on.
Exactly.
All right, so we're basically touching up any parts that got scuffed.
Yeah, things get scuffed. Sometimes you'll see, you know, mountains of gaff tape smashed all over. So if that was on there, we'd take that off first, kind of clean the surface. But today we're just having fun with it. So, you know,
Okay.
spray it where you want, but
watch
we just
you
want to
first.
give it a nice black coat.
Okay.
Kind of like when I was taught as a kid, you know, just you don't want to have any static movement or else the paint will clump. So
Ah.
not necessarily professional painters here, but smooth and steady gets the lines looking good.
I feel like you're making this look easier than it is. Oh!
Ah,
Oh!
you're a natural.
I'm a
You're
natural graffiti artist.
You're a natural.
Look at this.
So you're not gun shy. Most people get scared and just,
No, man.
nah, you
I'm
see?
gonna do the toaster. I'm not gun shy. Oh!
Not your
that
fir-
looks gorgeous.
So we're already, from this surface to that surface, we're already drastically better. You know?
Okay, sick.
Minor stuff, but
Minor,
all the
yeah.
little details are gonna sure look a lot better for your event, whether
Yes.
it's corporate or whether it's a backyard boogie. We want to make sure we're prepared and ready for the event.
So, y'all are doing touring, you're doing festivals, you're doing corporate, backyard boogies.
We're doing backyard boogies. No job too big, no too small. We can never forget where you came from.
I love
You know,
that.
that small independent band might be the biggest band in the world in a couple years. So
Whoa,
you help
yeah.
everybody just the same.
Yeah. And so, when you have a corporate gig, does the stuff need to look in a different way? Like, how does that? Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. You know, we call stuff rock and roll when it's just, you know, kind of, if you're pressed for time, you can set it and forget it. For a rock and roll show, there's not nobody looking at it with a microscope. But
Right.
corporate, of course, it's a little more white gloves, as we call it. You got to make sure that on camera, every nook and cranny is really nice because
Yeah.
they're corporations and they got there because they pay attention to detail. So we have to do the same thing.
What artists did you guys get that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that?
Yeah, we did a couple of Jack White tours.
Nice.
The Kanye West of late, obviously that's a huge one. It's all over social
Wait,
media.
the one with the
The one
huge
with the
dome?
globe,
That's
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, us at you know, Wick Designs did the
Yes.
scenery. A bunch of other people. It's a collaborative effort, of course.
Yeah.
But we essentially specialize in all things structural. As we'll see as we take a little walk around.
Yeah.
We set the foundation. Obviously, we no lighting, no audio. We do those things from time to time, but
Oh.
our bread and butter is the bones of any temporary structure.
And everything about that is safety, isn't it?
Sure is, and
Yeah.
working hand in hand with industry engineers and things like that. So for Kanye, for example,
Yeah.
we did the structural element on the inside, and then with some other scenery elements.
I'm doing a terrible job now. I'm so sorry.
You're
Is it
neglecting
fine?
you're neglecting our strokes. Remember that?
I am. You're right.
Broad-
thank you. You
broad
gotta yell
strokes.
at me about that.
All right. Sometimes you get, you know.
Rob,
you get
I got a little too excited about it.
You know?
All right, sorry. We're talking about Kanye in this show. Let's go back to that.
So obviously safety is of the utmost importance.
Right.
But what is, I think, the most special thing about our company is that we manufacture, I want to say, close to 80% of what we rent. So we're involved in the whole kind of spectrum of things. And that's not unheard of, but not as common. We're manufacturing our truss, we're manufacturing our decking, our smart blocks. These were all designed here, essentially.
That's so cool. All right, so we're seeing one roll in. This is a 3,500 pound?
3,500 pound block, yep.
Oh, and this one looks nice.
Yeah,
This has got y'all's kind of paint job on it.
That one's presentable and ready to go,
So these things, what were you saying this part is called again?
You can adjust this right on the block itself.
Oh, and he's doing it right here?
Yep. So that's standard impact with standard, truss tools. You can move those jacks and level them. As opposed to older iterations of companies that do them, you have to slide a jack inside. So it's just, we just took one extra thing that you don't have to worry about when you're working with our gear. That really make things a whole lot smoother on site.
And this one looks so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing how that works.
Yeah, no worries.
Show me what else y'all got.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome to our wall of truss.
Okay.
Navigate. We're getting cramped in here, but we're making it work.
Y'all, you are stacked up. So what's the difference between this silver and these pieces in the black? They also
silver and black is really preference. When you don't want to see something, you go black. When it's you're trying to emphasize the structure, you might go silver. Really depends. There's a number of different reasons why they'd pick. These are corner blocks. Then you got some specialty things, some head blocks and things like that when you're making self-climber structures. Not all of them are self-climbers, but some got to go up and down.
Self-climber as in, can I climb this?
No, that would be a total OSHA. No, I'm just kidding, sorry. Too dramatic. Head blocks, essentially, when they want to build, a lot of times they want to build, they want to stand and be nice and comfy, cozy while they're building things. A self-climber allows you the ability to kind of put the lights in, whatever things you got to do on the ground, and you slowly go up with the structure. As you.
That's sick. Yep. So then this is just normal truss?
Just a black truss, same as the other. We actually have 20.5 and 12-inch truss. This is the bigger duty. Then you have super truss, which is even bigger than this, but just varying on whatever the engineer calls for or whatever the size of the structure. Bigger truss, more spans, smaller truss, less span, and so forth.
This kind of case in point, right?
Yeah, so this is 20.5. This is medium duty truss, 20, 40-foot spans, pretty normal depending on the weight that you're carrying.
And help me, because I've never worked in carp, I've never worked in staging or anything. The width, and what is this to put things and hang things that are wider than what this would be, or why?
Oh, so the length is usually just to get a run. So the standard run is like 8 feet or whatever, but some structures are 37 feet wide. So we got to have 3-footers, 4-footers, 2-footers. We got to have all the combinations that somebody might need in order to get your grids left and right for whatever you need.
Those are the wheels that you were talking about, right?
Those are the wheels, and even for everything,
Oh, it's way heavier than I thought.
That one's heavy, and that's light duty. So then you got, bigger, beefier wheels.
Okay, so this is the special wheel to put it on a field so it doesn't hurt anything?
And this would be light duty. So this would be assuming that it's not overly heavy. Like FIFA exclusively uses these bigger boys right here.
And y'all are doing FIFA stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. And why is FIFA heavier? Why is this needing bigger wheels?
A number of different reasons. They got specialty things going on with the field. That's number one. You can't have these athletes out here on nicked fields. So that just to make sure that those are big enough and can compress the weight of the load so that you're not marking the field in any way, shape, or form.
That's really shocking. Because when we were at the game, every tiny little break, they would be hosing it down and perfectly manicured.
That field gets treated like gold, as it should.
As it
should.
You clearly have so much equipment. This is getting really full. Can you tell me about how you've seen this grow throughout the years in your life?
We were driving around maybe about a half a mile from here the other day, and we drove past our original building, and the size, I don't even know how it was physically possible for us to work out of that building. I was very small at the time. I was probably 12, 13 years old, but specializing in essentially touring at the time, because that's really probably all that we had to fit in. And we were making things that we didn't even have yet in order to fulfill tours in a really small building. So to be able to be in a big building like this got a building around the corner, location,
Yep.
Nashville, Atlanta. It's a blessing and it's a good problem to have. But
Yeah. And then you're going to have to move out of this place soon to get an even bigger spot.
yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
So over here, I see one of those handrails that we were talking about back there. That was kind of, still in pre-phases, but these are the nice carts they sit on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're glass. Got to have a little extra care. So these might ship like this on some chalk on a strap, but these a little more fragile. So
Yeah. So you could like put logos or something on here. Right?
definitely, there's definitely lots of branding opportunities.
Yeah.
Especially if it's on a mezzanine or somewhere where it's visible.
Or like a VIP.
Exactly,
area.
exactly. Lots of VIP platforms take these handrails.
Brand houses.
Yep,
Cool.
yep.
And you got stairs over there.
Stairs here. Stairs are very, very heavy, obnoxiously heavy. Stairs stacked up here, obviously all the sizes, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. And then we sort of have our wall structure over here.
What is a wall structure?
It's all modular and prepared. You might have a special access point for the artists to go through. So the wall structure really lends itself to be creative underneath the staging, not only structurally, but also functionally speaking. There's a
get it.
lot of different things you could do with the structure.
Sick. This is a whole different world. Thank you so much for sharing this. And
Yeah, no problem.
Again, really cool. Again,
Yeah.
keeping this in the family. I just love learning more about you guys.
Oh yeah, thanks so much. Anytime.
And now we're walking with Mike Munoz, who's been with the company for 16 years and also a family member. What's up, Mike? How are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you. So, 16 years ago, where did you start here?
Actually, I started right here. Pulling gear, pulling pipe legs, X braces you see behind you.
Yeah.
The decking portion.
Pulling, so is that kind of where you get your start with staging?
Yeah, you have to understand the product first before you can actually go out into the field. So you learn all that here.
All right, so I'm seeing you got 4x4s, 4x6.
I want to say we're one of the few companies that literally have any size deck you can think of.
You guys are involved with some of the largest artists and brands in the world. You got Kanye West, Travis Scott, the World Cup. You just finished up with, who is this?
Machine Gun Kelly and Wiz Khalifa's tour.
Dude.
So
Okay, so how are you involved? Like with Kanye's, it's like that huge mound. Obviously, like how are you guys involved? How do you work with them?
we basically do the skeleton, so we have to hold it all up. And inside there's a 32 by 32 by 27 foot tall scaffold structure. And it's an inflatable that's covering the dome, so.
It's an inflatable.
Correct.
Of like a bounce house?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Hire me.
Can't tell you
I
the
know so
secrets
much.
of how it works,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's an inflatable and projection mapping on the outside, so it makes it look like a rotating globe.
That's so baller.
To our left over here are turntables. These guys sit at 12 inches tall, and they are very strong. You can put multiple cars on them, drive straight on it. For trade shows, for a concert, they usually use the largest one, and they'll put a set on one side. We'll do a wall down the middle, and then you'll already have the other set on the other side. So it's a quick change really fast. Hit the button, and then boom. So now you don't have to watch everybody striking the set. Everything goes dark. You just spin it, and then while everyone's starting the other concert, the other people are striking in the background, and you don't see them.
That's my least favorite part of any concert is the changeover.
Yeah.
So y'all are making that even faster. That's cool. So you are family with the owners and with many people that work here. What does that feel like to be able to work with family?
It feels great to know that we've all got the same passion for it, trying to make this thing succeed every single day, you know? We all have a common goal, and it's just to keep this thing alive and rolling, and we've been blessed, and fortunately over the years we've just been growing nonstop.
Clearly.
I get to see my cousins every day, you know, my uncles, and whether it's a good day or a bad day, you know what, we're always here, and we're good friends at the end of the day, so.
That's really special. I mean, you got to see your family do this kind of work, but what made you actually want to live inside of this very high-paced, high-demanding job rather than a normal job?
Easy, it's entertainment. Super gratifying when you get to see something start from a piece of paper all the way to TV, tour, overseas, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much,
Cool.
Mike. You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
Sweet.
Appreciate it.